Hi, artists. It's Mrs. Bartlett with your instructions for your daily work. So, what I'm asking you to do today is to focus on the background. And I have eliminated the do now for today. So, what I'm asking you to do is watch this video and think about these things as you work and submit your work. So, what I'm asking you to think about is your background. Does the background take away or add to the overall look of your portrait? So I want us to think back into the do now where we looked at a bunch of different portraits and we did speak about the background. Sometimes the background in a portrait is very plain. Sometimes it sets a scenario where you see the portrait and the person is in an obvious place. Sometimes it's just very patterned. When we looked at Van Gogh, we saw that he kind of continued that pattern and style from the background into the portrait. So does your background add or take away to the overall portrait? I want you to reflect and plan improvements for your project that ensuring the background complements your portrait, meaning make it look better, make it look stronger, not take away from the actual artwork that is the face, the self-portrait. So that should be the focus. The background should not be the focus of your project. It should help to support the focus, which is the portrait. So what I'm asking for you to submit as far as written work goes is just your reflection. So after you submit your project, and let's go into your classroom, after you submit your project, this is where I want you to go. Reflection and project submission, it has the date. Here are the two assignments for the day. This is the reflection that you do after you do your daily artwork. Remember, you should be working about 45 minutes a day on your project. If you do it all at once, what you sometimes have to do is kind of go back in and make sure that the daily focus is included and that you're working for a lot of time in one clip. It's not one 45-minute session. It should be at least three 45-minute sessions for your project to be a project, a drawing, not just a sketch, which we talked about yesterday. So the two assignments, your self-portrait reflection, and then here is where you're going to be putting your project. So the drive is linked right here. A lot of you found it kind of easy to submit to the folder. Some of you did not, and you submitted on Google, not on Google Classroom, I mean, you submitted on Class Dojo, and that's totally fine too. So if I get the project on Dojo, then I create a copy of it and I put it into the folder for you. So it still should end up in the folder. So if you submitted work on Dojo, give me maybe a day and then I'll get it into the folder. So check back that your work is in the folder because when I'm looking and I'm scoring, I'm looking for all the work to be in this folder. All right. So if there are any questions, I will be during my office hours available for you. So we should know when those are. For my Strand 4-5, I am with you from 9:40 to 10:20. For my Strand 6 through 8, I am with you from 9 to 9:40, and I'm there answering your questions. I have some of you that come in every day, and we have nice chats. So more of you are welcome to join us if it's possible. And if not, always leave me a question. I'll get back to it as soon as I can, or you can always send me something in Dojo. So I am keeping up and I am getting back to you. But if you're there during office hours, that turnaround time is really fast. I'm right there. If it's after office hours, it might take me a little longer, but I try to answer all of your questions. So have fun with these portraits. I can't wait to see them. Um, just a quick note, if you haven't submitted any other work, please still submit it. I've been entering things in PowerSchool, not because I want you to not get good grades on things that you didn't turn in, but more of a way for you to see, oops, I forgot to do that. Let me go back in and let me do that. If you submit work a little bit late, just let me know, reach out to me. I'm not going to mark it late at this point. I know that we're all kind of struggling with technology and it's not working as we would like it to work. So I'm being very flexible, but I still do want you to complete the work. So those of you that join Google Classroom late, it's totally fine to go back and be doing things at your own pace, but just let me know, say, hey, Miss Bartlett, I just finished that lesson, and then I'll go back in and I'll change scores in PowerSchool. I will, I want you guys to get the best possible grades and I want you guys to get the most out of this home learning. So I do want you to do the assignments. So I'm just trying to keep in touch with you so you know what you have missed. And PowerSchool seems to be kind of a nice way for you to see what is due and when it was due. But like I said, it's okay if you haven't done it, go back and do it and just let me know and I will score it. I can't wait to hear from you guys and see what you've been working on. I will see you soon. Bye.